There's a couple of things I want to leave you with tonight. There's a wonderful saying, it's not my saying, it's a saying by Anthony Robbins I heard many, many years ago, and he said, what the mind believes and conceives, the body achieves. And I would like to think that this ordinary human being in front of you, and as I said on that tape, that took on just a pure journey. There was nothing special about me, nothing special about the circumstances. It was a man with 2 legs, a pair of running shoes, and I just got out there every single day, and by simply putting one foot in front of the other, not only did I achieve my goal, but I ran from one end of this planet all the way through to the other. 20,919 kilometres in just 10 months and 13 days. From time to time we think we're so isolated that we can get by with just caring about ourselves. And part of my journey was to try and make people alert and aware of the fact that this world is just such a small place and that we all need to play our role for the sake of humanity. You know, I speak in schools all the time, I speak to children all the time, and the one message I try to get through to so many people is that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to, you just have to believe in yourself. And I can't help but feel that so often kids are put down, so often we tell them what they can't do, and not often enough we tell them what they can do. And often we don't tell them enough of what they can do because we don't even know ourselves what we're capable of. But my purpose is to try and show each and every one of you that locked within us is this incredible ability to do things. And sometimes it has to be as raw as that. As raw as just putting one foot in front of the other. As raw as just taking on the elements. You know, I was in the North Pole, I got dropped off by a Russian helicopter. And that helicopter went, and I went, oh my God, what have I taken on? I was at one end of the earth and I was staring down at the other, and I thought, I actually have to do this. I trained on the beaches of Sydney, I trained at Bondi, I trained at Clovelly, I trained at Coogee, I trained all over wherever I could find a bit of sand, dragging tyres around. 2 to 3 truck tyres I would drag around on a harness, much to the amusement of so many people. So many people. I remember one lady over at Balmoral Beach over at Mossman, she came up to me one morning, she said, what are you doing with them tyres? Where are you taking them? Where are you dumping them tyres? Every morning she'd been watching me, and I saw her watching me with these evil eyes. And she must have thought I was knocking off new tyres every single day. And I was dragging these tyres like I did here in Sydney around Central Park, New York. One lady came up to me and she said, I hope you don't mind me asking, sir, but she said, that looks strange even for a New Yorker. I said, well, I'm training for the North Pole. I'm going to go off to do the North Pole, and I'm going to do this journey, and I'll be back here in a few months, and I'll run right past. One day where I felt genuinely a little bit frightened because I was going up through the streets there, and there was this menacing-looking gang of young guys in about their 20s, just got nothing better to do but stand in the corner and harass people. And I was pulling these tyres up, and I'd had a gutful by this stage. I'd just done 4 laps of Central Park. Central Park is 10 kilometres around a full circle. So I'd just done 40 k's of pulling these damn tyres around, and I was on my way back up. And I'm dragging these things along, and I put up with every comment that anybody had ever thrown at me, so nothing was going to bother me. And this guy jumps out in front of me and says, hey man, what are you doing? What are you doing around here? What are you doing? And I looked at all the guys, and they were just itching for trouble. And I said, oh look mate, I've got no beef with you. I said, I'm just over here from Australia. I'm just doing some training for a big fight I got on at Madison Square Park. And in a couple of weeks' time, and he goes, oh, great. And he goes back and he says, he's a fighter. And just in the Arctic Ocean. And from there I did my final training. And it was absolutely like something out of a Hans Christian Andersen novel. It was just magnificent, beautiful steepled church with a bell. And by capturing people's imagination and showing them that no thing is too big, too great to take on, that it can be. A storm is always worse from inside the tent. And life's like that, you know? Until we get out there and we face our foes, our enemies, our problems, we worry about it so much. And we're scared of it, and it really builds up, and it's enormous. But then when you get out there and you just get on with it and you just deal with it, it's not that bad. Thank you all very, very much.